In the crisp October air of 1987, Gemma, a dynamic force in the business realm with a sharp acumen for law and finance, was driving the winding roads of Cornwall. Beyond her corporate pursuits, Gemma harbored a peculiar fascination in the supernatural. Her childhood, marked by ventures to ancient locales like Romania, Germany, and Russia, had kindled this eerie interest. Her current quest led her to a site infamous for its chilling lore, the Jameson House. Erected in the 19th century, this edifice bore witness to the Jameson family's blood-curdling fate. Charles, Mary, and their offspring, Sarah, Philip, and Michael, victims of a savage onslaught by Colin Stewmaker. Once a police officer, now a notorious ruffian plagued by alcoholism and a violent streak, Colin's own demise within these walls transformed him into a malevolent wraith, dominating the spirits of the house, including turning the Jameson children into vengeful entities. Arriving at the mansion, a shiver ran down Gemma's spine. The Victorian structure loomed, its shadow casting grotesque shapes upon the earth. As she entered, an eerie quiet enveloped her, reminiscent of the ominous lull preceding a tempest. Inside, a grand staircase spiraled skyward, each groan of the wood echoing unspeakable dread. An unseen presence seemed to shadow her every step. The air was thick with secrets, ready to erupt at any moment. Gemma's chamber, though adorned with antiquated elegance, offered no comfort. That night, slumber evaded her. Shortly after midnight, the stillness shattered with a child's laughter, void of any mirth, a twisted remnant of Philip's voice. Daylight brought no respite. Her exploration led her to the library, where she discovered Sarah's diary. The pages, once narrating a life of normalcy and secret romance with a boy named Johnny, were now overshadowed by the knowledge of the family's brutal end. As night descended, a sense of doom permeated the house. In the faint glow, Michael's ghost appeared at the staircase's foot, his visage menacing. A soft, sinister whisper filled the air, foretelling disaster. In desperation, Gemma reached out to Agatha, the proprietor of a nearby store. Their paths had crossed earlier when Gemma sought directions, and Agatha, aware of the house's demonic reputation, had cautioned her. Agatha promptly arrived with Father John Belote, a clergyman versed in combating the supernatural. The house responded violently to their presence. Doors slammed shut, temperatures plummeted. Father Belote's incantations echoed through the corridors as objects levitated and hurled themselves, propelled by unseen forces, while the walls trembled with hostility. Then, he materialized. Colin Stewmaker's spectral form, eyes ablaze with post-mortem loathing. Father Belote's prayers intensified, his holy water evaporating upon contact, yet Colin's spectral laughter echoed, unaffected. Realizing the danger, Agatha and Father Belote grasped Gemma, hurrying her towards the exit. The house quaked, enraged by their attempt to flee. The Jameson children's phantoms obstructed their path, faces contorted in fury. "You cannot escape," said Michael's evil, tormenting voice, but they managed to get through the front door before it was locked forever. Once outside, beneath the sanctuary of the night sky, Gemma glanced back. The house stood, a sinister silhouette, its windows glowing unnaturally. Briefly, the Jameson family appeared at the windows, their expressions etched with eternal sorrow and wrath. Gemma, Agatha, and Father Belote had escaped, but the house remained a bastion of darkness, its foreboding structure in ceaseless torment. As Gemma drove away, her intrigue in ghostly tales had transformed profoundly. Her quest for a horror story had unveiled a reality far more harrowing. The lurking shadows in forgotten places weren't mere fabrications. They were persistent echoes of agony, resonating through time's corridors.